Hi, everybody. I'm Jeff Barton, your voice in the mortgage industry. This is the Mortgage Minute, and we are on occasionally lately, but most of the time we're 2, 3 times a week trying to explain what's going on in the mortgage market, what's happening in the real estate market, and obviously how you can take advantage of it. Rates have been low. They're still low, although there is talk of tapering, as everybody knows. I want to go through the list, sort of 1, 2, 3, so bear with me. The rates today at 30-year fix is at 2.95. The 15 is at 2.40, FHA is at 2.68, Jumbo's at 3.12, and the 5/1 ARM is at 2.50. The 10-year is at 1.2467, 1.2467. That's what the yield is on the 10-year. A lot's what is happening in the real estate as well as most markets, as we see the COVID variant is still ruling the roost and letting us know what is happening or what isn't happening. Certainly there's a lot of frustration and finger pointing, and as always in the political ways, how does it affect markets and how does it affect your ability to get the cheapest mortgage out there? Well, will the Fed taper? So it's a question of whether the COVID variant or the inflationary pressures are going to make the Fed do what everybody is anticipating them to do, but maybe not as fast as they want to do. 4 of the Fed governors of the 9 Fed governors have come out and actively advocated for raising rates in order to slow inflation down. Inflation is one of those things where once it gets out of control, or once you lose control of it, it can spiral quickly, as we've seen in other countries. That's something to take a look at. And if you are thinking about locking or getting a rate today, it's probably a pretty good idea to do that. Short-term interest rates, the tapers, stimulus, inflation, yeah, that's what we've been talking about. The closing cost option. Okay, so when you're getting a loan out there, you have options whether you can finance your closing costs or pay up front. I always recommend that if you do have the money to pay up front, it's better to do that. In the long run, it's cheaper, especially if you're going to hang on to that house a little bit longer than these 5 to 7 year average in the U.S. However, if you're going to be on the slower side, not the slower side, but the side that doesn't pay that off, and you want to sell the house maybe within 4 to 6 years, it may be a better option to finance those fees. Why? Because you will not recoup the amount of money it takes to refinance them. Therefore, when you sell the property, you obviously don't have to pay that additional interest that you would have in order to make the property whole again, based on the fact that you're going to be financing those particular fees. Interesting choice. There's a big article on Housing Wire about it. If you want to go to Housing Wire, it's a great source, as well as Mortgage News Daily. The housing inventory is up a little bit, as we've seen everybody back to school. It is getting into the latter half of August in 2021, so we're going to see schools take people away from buying houses, and usually when that happens, we see an increase in inventory. Hopefully we'll see also a decrease in prices, although that hasn't happened at all. The forbearance has dropped below 1.8 million, and I see that we're running out of battery. Anyway, I'm Jeff Barton. I'm your voice in the mortgage industry, and we'll see you next time.